is ultimately the finished project. It's not going to be able to move and fall out. It's going to be on a firm platform away from the wall, of course. Oh shit. This is the backside where the commando strips are going to be adhered to. Every two strips hold 8. Not quite sure how heavy this is. I'm pretty sure it's not even 5 pounds. Maybe 3.5, maybe 4. But we're going to make sure safety first, no fire. Oh, wait, it's not going attached to this. Let me take that back. It's going to go attached to. Damn, it slipped. Oh no. Oh no. Stay up there. It's going to go attached, or not attached. It's going to sit on a shelf. So it'll be a great distance away from the wall, a really safe distance, no fire hazard, and yeah, safety first. So I'm going to start off where we left off at taking this and pretty much just nudging it in the hole. Okay. And we're just going to start by pushing it in just a little. And we're going to thread in there little by little. You don't want to tear apart the wick. John Wick, huh? John Wick energy. Got that John Wick energy. Ooh. Oh, he's John Wick. Damn. I can't forget his wife. That nigga is woo. No control over that. So, soy. I don't know why I said that. Lord have mercy. I don't know what I'm saying. So it's coming through, and you're just nudging it through, just tucking it in the hole. And then I push it all out. So just take your time with it. Oh my God. Woo! All right. See a little poof poof. You're gonna pull a little poof poof, and be careful because the metal is sticking up, and you want to keep the metal sticking up because you want it to hold the wick up. Right. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. The wick through the hole. Do it gently. Just wiggle, 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 wiggle. Dun, 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 dun. It's that mushroom coffee. Boy, look, let me tell you. Okay. I forgot the power up tune already. Be careful because that shit is sharp. You do not want to poke yourself. He's still trying to come through. Hold up. Be very careful. This one I did not like stretch the hole again. So whatever side that it's kind of like still kind of struggling to go through, push in on that side a little bit, and there it goes. Aha! Gotcha, bitch. It smells so good and relaxing. Ah. And this one has been burning for a little bit. Looks so cutie pie. I didn't let it sit long enough for the oil to get all the way to the top, so I did have a little burn off, which is a bit of the smoke that will appear. And this one, I did let it soak for longer, and then after I let this one, sometime quite after, I lit this one. I wonder if it'll do. Oh, it did. What does that mean? Green. I want to know what that means. I'm wearing green today, but Jesus, what the heck? The light is burning purple, and I'm lighting up green. Wait. Nope. There we go. Wait. There we go. It's green now. Cool. She-Hulk smash. It smells so good. So the burn off didn't happen with this one because it's soaked for longer. So let it soak for at least 30 minutes before you light it to let the oil get all the way up to the top. So that way the wick is not burning off that black smoke. Okay. Green. It is green. I have no idea why that is happening, but I'm loving it because it's been the thing for today. Apparently, the heart chakra, lighting that fire, yo. So I'm gonna put a little bit more, like I did. I kind of topped them off, but not all the way to the top. I left enough room, and I tightened that real tight. And even though that this is burned, it's been burning for over an hour. I can still hold the top like this. It's warm. It is a little, hot to the touch, but it's not unbearable. And I don't have hot fingered hands. Like I can't just grab a hot pot and it'd be okay. So that means even if I press it tight, I can still hold it for a good while. See, now it's starting to burn more. But if you hold it like gently, without pressing, I can see my pointer finger is even more sensitive. So I can hold it still. It means I love it. Like it's perfect. You have to absolutely be Okay, that's mid floating, mid oil, but it's not. Well, so what I was just thinking about, Jesus fixed it. Now, what I probably could do, now that I'm thinking about it, is make the box bigger. That way it doesn't have to sit on the shelf. It can actually still sit on the box itself and be the adhesives, the command strips on the back of it. Hey, hello. I'm making oil lamps, little mini oil lamps. So put the oil in a little mason jar. So these are glass. Brought the wicks, poke the top in, poke the hole in the top, push the wick through, and let them soak ultimately. So these are like forever candles that are very good, money worthy. I got these at Hobby Lobby, a pack of 6 for like $5, probably right under $5. But is that a ritual? Well, it's more. I mean, you can use it for a ritual. What I'm focusing it on is protection. So I'm using grapeseed oil as the base, but I'm using lemon balm. Anything but lemon is balm. Lemon oil balm, right? And the lemon is to protect and cleanse the negative energy. Put some Himalayan salt. You can put some, cloves in there and set protection in your place. Protection forever. So yes, um, protection and cleansing away negative energy is the focus. Cleanse, protect is the way. Go. Oh, got scared for a second. Don't be scared. Good job. Have a great day. Thanks. You too will be great. So let it soak. I believe 30 minutes, probably an hour good, but it really does soak in fast. But you want it to really get saturated so you don't have that burn off, right? The first one had the burn off. I didn't let it soak for too long, and it was still, I guess it wasn't really soaked to the core, even though it was showing at the tips, the little bit tips of the wick. Mind you, the pack of little 6 mason jars were like, less than $5. Probably right at $5, a little bit over by a few cents. You know, Lord knows what the tax was. I didn't end up paying for it. It is a crazy story, but I got blessed, so it was cool. It worked out. Um, these were about right at $6. The wicks themselves were like $2.79 plus tax. So win-win situation, bro. Put it in a good container where it's not gonna fall out. Some good command strips. The command strips, I bought these like two about 2 years ago. About 2 years ago, I bought these command strips. I can't tell you the exact price. And these are the little clickums. You press it till it clicks, and then you hold it for I will hold it for a minute. It says 30 seconds for them to adhere to the wall and to the item. You know what I mean? And I would say these were about, they might be like 13 to $15. So I already pre had these. I already pre-had this. This might be $8 just for a little glitz and glam. And these gems, I got these from Michaels. Um, I got pre-had these before the roll. Um, and those were a few years ago now. Uh, maybe $10, maybe 13, $13. Probably about $13 now for sure or more at Michael's. So Walmart, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, and you probably get all of this for maybe the same price or cheaper. Um, and they have the essential oils, yo. I just used this. I already pre-had this too, so I didn't have to go buy that. I didn't have to buy none of it as of recent. But tomorrow, what I'm going to do is wait. No, I'm not. What I'm going to do is right now I'm going to adjust because I did not make the box in the circumference to have space from the wall. So I'm going to make another box like this. I made it for the circumference of the encasing so it didn't slip and move around, which is not a bad idea, right? Because you don't want something like this moving around on the wall or getting off the wall. So what more than likely 9 times out of 10, what I'm going to do is to use the rest of the case that it came in. And if you guys can see, now you can, I drew lines to give me a rough draft of how to encase this, and it doesn't burn. It barely burns the lid. It barely gets it hot enough. Ooh, if you touch it on top, it's hot as fuck. But if you touch it on the sides, you can pretty much, hold it with your hand. Enough time to move it. I wonder how long I can hold it. But you see the line, so I just did the encasing. Probably what I'm going to do with the next one is I'm going to make the encasing with the plastic so it doesn't move around, but it may be stuck in the box, in a portion of it sticking out of one of the cardboard pieces with the hot glue and the other glue so it'll adhesive better to stick that way so it doesn't move, right? And make a bigger perimeter to where it'll have a good perimeter between it and the wall to where I can use the command strips to just put the box on the wall. Because I want to get this up and out the way so nobody can just, oh, oops, my bad. I bumped it. I touched it. It's going to have to really, get some damage done to it if it's going to fall. Because these command strip, 2 of them hold 8 pounds to say? Yeah, 8 pounds, and 4 of them hold 16 pounds. So if I just use one of them, then that's 4 pounds, right? And this alone, I'm pretty sure it's not 4 pounds. So if I make a bigger one, it's cardboard. Cardboard is not that heavy. It'll probably be, a little bit more gems, not too much weight to it, so it'll still be at, max weight. You can still use 2 command strips, but I'm gonna make it to where it's gonna for sure not slip and no accidents. And that's the way we like it because safety first, always, no matter the age. And hey, you know what I'm saying? Things are all good. This is a part of protecting your inner child and healing your inner child from the forces outside of you, which they don't want you to know how to protect yourself. So remember that too. I was like, I'm just going to use oil. But then I was like, damn, I can use this like a forever candle. it'll be limited, but it'll still be like a forever candle. So why not set the intentions of what I needed to do for me? And then if I need another candle for something else, then I can always do that. You can always, bring in good protective healing vibes, and then, make other things to where you want to get rid of things. So it can work in your favor. Just do your own studies and researches on what to use, what not to use. I do have a lemon uncrossing guideline spell in my KD meditation playlist. I used that when I was, sleeping and living in my car, after a while because shit just was really wild and crazy. Um, y'all can see some of it. That's kind of like when I got off of Facebook and started going more to YouTube to keep things documented. But I did document it, mental note, and yeah, how shit lines up, it's fucking crazy. But it is what it is. I'm just the example of the experience that I had, and I hope that God, well, we already know, you don't really find out you're in it till you start getting out of it. So when you start getting out of it, it's kind of a, what I'm saying, it's a sticky situation. But I did this one really good. If you're really good with dimensions and, what I'm saying, eyeballing accuracy, I'm pretty damn good at that shit. I really don't too much need a ruler unless it's something like really big I have to measure, okay? So, something that I really have to get accurate, like, I don't know. I can say even the chair right now at this point because I ain't got to build a chair. I don't got to build too much of it. So everything I need is going to be pretty much already in alignment, what I need it for, and it's kind of shortening things up. So it's all good. It's all Gucci, and y'all learned something new today. I have talked about even whoa. Okay, so something that I'm noticing is there is oil residue. Now, why is there oil residue? It's very little. It's not like it's drippy, drippy, but there's a ring around both. Maybe because I was moving it around like that. Maybe. We'll see. But I put a little bit of Himalayan salt because salt cleanses. Lemon, you know what I'm saying? It definitely cleanses. It does. There's a reason why people use lemons a lot. Um, awesome thing. So, and you can also slice up some real lemons and put them in there for decor, you know, spiced up. You can put some rosemary up in there, some cloves, some, some a little bit everything. It smells so beautiful and wonderful. And if you're a aromatherapy person, you gonna love this. This is, and the oils cleanse the air. So it's really good for antibacterial for the air, and you have plants. So having these oil lamps are really good for your, cleansing the house and your environment. So this is a double, triple powerful cleanser that you can use, and it don't cost you an arm and a leg. And it can save you on using some power, which is the whole point of doing these. So you can use one about every 13 feet. I'm going to make these like sconces, and they're gonna more than, what do you say, triple the value of what you spent. It's already tripled me the value with the intent. So that was hard. So triple your value with your intent, because God, when you working with the energy, let me tell you this, that look, when you working with the energy, When you working with the energy, it shows. When people can see your energy, it shows. Like, that's why I be like, I love how God be guiding in my life. The tea is wonderful and beautiful up over here. Healing hurts, but setting your intentions, God got you. And this is generations broken of fucking generational curses. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? You can use you a sandalwood. This is a scenty with called Luna. I cannot. I think this is bergamot. I want to say this is bergamot. Cause how did bergamot? No, I'm just mad because I don't think it says it contains triggers or damage to fins, surfaces, void contact with fabric. Damn. The fuck? I don't know how. Do not apply heat or to product. It does not tell, but I think I was having to make the harsh decision between lemongrass, and I was like, damn, I have so much lemongrass. I have bergamot too. Y'all, I cannot remember what this scent is called right now, but I was talking about it on my previous videos. I think when I first got it, I believe so. But that thing, it smells so good. It's a little air pod, and you drop it in a little air, and it's like a little fan at the bottom, and it blows an aroma all through the house. You know what I'm saying? If you have it in the space, it's gonna fill that space with. They're gonna be like, what is that? I'm so glad that was passed. And if you run these, they're gonna be like, what is that? What are those? And you could tell them about the wonderful adventure of the aromatherapy that you were going through. Not only aromatherapy, the healing that you are going through, the healing that you are promoting for your life and your well-being. Oh, I just got chills. So, yes, the oils are starting to come through. That last one right here. Well, the last one for you guys. I still have 3 more to do. It comes in a 6-pack, which that is like, bro, let me tell you, that's a double, triple whammy win. How often do you actually get 6 items for the lesser price of the actual dollar figure? Not very often. This is a huge, big win for me. This can definitely, I would guess, it says every 13 you can put one, and it'll help warm the area. So, you decipher. If you want more, use more. But always use safety and precaution. You want to make bigger boxes for mine so it can be at a safe distance away from the wall. Because you don't want fire like that. It's going to be on a pretty big, it's going to be in between that. I just am going to make sure I put the barrier up so it doesn't slip and slide everywhere. You know what I mean? It's going to be okay. And the command strips hold up to 8 pounds, so pretty sure this itty bitty thing on top with these little white gems. are not going to weigh it down to where it will fall off the wall. But make sure you use, a really good adhesive glue with hot glue combo. So everything adheres together and is very good and very safe. Safety first, yo. Me as a firebug, I'm gonna tell you, safety first. Safety first always. My nail is just fine. There's no bubbling, no wilting, no none of that. Just me chipping my daggone nails because me using my hands and having fun doing it. So I want to say about at least a good 3 hours to get all this completely done. And yeah, now I gotta retake measurements because I pre-cut 6 of them. But I can definitely use this as a precursor to, um, I guess, the previous thing. And, make sure I make it a good safe distance from the wall to where it will definitely not catch a fire because that's what we are trying to prevent. Maybe this one will be a 2-tier and I'll keep it that way and it'll be in the middle while the other 2 are off to the sides of it. So we got some decorating to do. Had some fun, gonna save some money while doing it. And the reason why you want to use grapeseed oil is because it doesn't have a acidic burn to it to where it will have a smoke, high smoke flame content coming off of it because you don't want to be breathing in toxic fumes. That's one thing with me. I'm going to make sure everything is okay to the best of my ability to know that it's going to be the best positive experience anybody can have and should have. Um, you don't want to use coconut oil in this particular situation simply because um, at a certain temperature, coconut oil becomes acidic. So the less acidity, the better. And I didn't want to use the lamp oil. Lord knows what the hell is in there. I didn't want to use alcohol. I didn't want to use cotton, Well, these are cotton, I'm sure. Well, y'all know the cotton or I've seen others do like twisting the ball pad. I was like, absolutely the F not. So this was the purest way of doing it. Actually, if they had glass tops, that would be more of a pure way of doing it. This, you can barely tell it is warm. Very, very, very little warm. So maybe if they used the glass on glass, that would heat up the whole thing and make it a lot less able to handle because energy transference between the two. Maybe having the metal to glass is less. Um, there's quite a good distance. There's still Let me show you guys. There's still about that much space between the top and the where the oil stops. So just above the brim at the first line is where the oil stops. So there's still a good amount of, wick that is at a good decent space. So it's not completely full. So just keep that in mind as well. But I don't really believe that it will. I guess another thing that you can do is maybe to press press in, probably not too much, and make sure you be careful because of those sharp points that you have in the top. But maybe you can do it more so at the brim before you put it on there to kind of have it almost like at a cone angle to where the oil, even if it doesn't come out, you would probably have to hammer it just a bit. So the middle part will be sunken in a little bit. And if there is any oil that gets out through the top, because I see a little bit more oil, but it's not running and it's not spilling out to where it's not being burnt off by the flame. So it's not really a big deal, but even for safety precautions, that's something you guys can do. Um, Hammer around the hole that is made, or you can do it before you make the hole. And well, that would be the opposite. So make the hole first, and then kind of hammer around the hole that's made, so it will still go down, but leave the metal pieces pointing up because you want it to hold on to the wick. But if you use a screw like this, then you will still, even though after you put it through there, because I kind of screwed it after it was hammered in there, and been through that all angles, it was still kind of tough for it to go through, the wick to go through, because it is still a bit, it's still a bit thinner than the actual wick itself. So that's okay, because so make the hole, put the wick through there, and then hammer around it. So it'll have a almost cone shape. Be careful not to do it too hard because you don't want to make it to where it doesn't close, which I don't think it'll be such a big problem because they do have floating wicks they use, all kind of wicks. So they do have floating wicks that they use, and that's not too much of a bad thing. So as long as you can really screw the top on, you just have to be more careful with jiggling it around because if it's not on there, then it'll slip cracks of the jar and the top seal itself. So that's the only thing. A couple of, fix it yourself, not too bad of a deal. Um, Big win. You just have to use it on flatten down on the flat surface. Yeah, just take your time. Safety first, you know what I'm saying? Take your time hammering it down. Do it softly and gently. Don't do it just bang, bang. Because then, yeah, you're going to probably more likely mess up more of the frame to where it's harder to close. So you can at least, if you get it to start on that first little ridge to be able to screw down, you can still close it. So it's a little fix. If you need one, yeah, my little goof up because I'm like, oh yeah, it's gonna be so cute. But it's still gonna be cute. It's just, you know what I'm saying? That means I can go ahead and put the diamonds all the way on the back on this one, and the second little tier box that it's gonna sit on is gonna be even cuter. So make sure you get your measurements on how far a flame should be away from the wall. You know, do your research. You don't want to hear nobody talking about, well, no. Always do your research. Double check, triple check. COA, cover that ass, and you'll be okay. Remember, you can put your own intentions. Just remember to don't blow them out. Especially when you set intentions, you want to smother them out. So then when you relight it, it has to do with the manifestation and what you set in these, period. Okay? So it is what it is. And I love you guys. This is very fun. I'm about to go and have the rest of my fun and play with my eyelids and go to another round. Y'all be great. Never give up. Do your worst affirmation. Love thyself. Suppression is depression. Express your words wisely and with wisdom and clarity and healing as much as possible. Sometimes it's hard when we get emotional. Understood. We don't need to be said. We do need to be said. So, y'all be great. Love you guys. Love yourself. Never give up. It's too easy. Do the work. Healing hurts.